We've all heard the story of David and Goliath, and equally we all take a different meaning from it. So today, my watercolor painting that I'm doing is that scene of David charging Goliath. It depends when I read this. My take on this story is, instead of looking at David as the hero in it, there's a bigger picture, there's a bigger story behind David to be able to pull this off. I'm painting this as a greeting card for a friend of mine that is battling leukemia, and he's just been going through the ringers for a while, and I sent him this card just to encourage him. He reminds me of David because he keeps getting knocked down and he keeps bouncing back up. As I sketch this image here, I just want to make a quick loose sketch. The whole painting itself, my goal is to make it have a really wash feel to it. It is in the scene of a battle, so there's a lot of dust in the air, so I'm not going to make it blue skies and pretty landscape. It's just this one scene. I can imagine taking that deep breath and saying, all right, this is it, and runs towards the giant with his sling and his rock. And as I start adding color here, my goal is to get the browns to get a little darker. I use the blue for the shade, but when you add a little orange or a burnt sienna on top of that, it just darkens up. And I try to use blues or purples, a different hue of the color when I'm doing for shades. I try not to use black that much. It just gives it a warmer feel for me when I add these colors versus the black. The black seems to make it stick out a little more and kind of doesn't just have the consistency that it's one piece. So I throw in a loose wash, and as I get pretty much done with the watercolor, I'm going to come in with some pen and ink. I created this song that's going to play behind here called Stone in My Hand that I use Suno, an AI app that I like to use so I can have royalty-free music in the background here. But some notes that I jotted in and what it came up with, I think you'll enjoy. So check it out.
Been walking through fire, every step burned. Trouble's been waiting round every turn. Life hits hard, knocks me off my feet, but I get back up, though I'm bruised and weak. Bills on the table, doubts in my head, nights full of silence, prayers left unsaid. But deep in my chest there's a whisper that stays. You were made for more, don't you walk away. I've got scars that don't show, but I know what I know. With a stone in my hand and faith in my soul, I face every giant that threatens my road. Yeah, I'm falling hard, but I rise again, 'cause I'm not alone, I'm held by his hand. Too many eyes are learning from me, so I stand when I bleed, I charge when I'm weak. I may stumble, but I'll take a stand with a sling and a stone.
Well, I thought I just played the first verse for you guys and the chorus. Pretty great song that AI can create nowadays. It just trips me out. But as I'm finishing here, starting to kind of tie up the loose ends with the pen and ink. As you notice on the giant itself, I didn't put a lot of details because he's at a distance. And on David, I very loosely just added some details to highlight the motion. You can tell he's really going down the field there to go after Goliath. And I love the way the colors mixed in his robe. You're kind of maybe looking into the sun, so there's a blur. You really can't see a lot of it, but you see the details. So pretty happy with this. I'll be writing a personal letter inside and mailing it to my buddy. But this is it, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, remember to be kind to each other. We're all just trying to get by in this crazy world, and a little smile goes a long way. Have a great day. See you next time.